I was like, oh my God, yes, finally. Because I had waited for this moment for so long. And if you've seen my reaction, I was just crying. And, all my pictures are either I'm crying or I'm like laughing out loud. There is no graceful picture of mine, which is so funny and so nice. But I think it was a lot of relief from my side. And after crowning, I felt sad also that I was like, oh my God, this moment just went by so fast. I wish I could relive it once again. I remember watching Miss South India episodes on YouTube, and I think one woman from Pegasus Pageants who has inspired me to come here has to be Lakshmi Menon, because one thing, she's from Kerala, and secondly, she's also been a very sweet person. Whenever I've reached out to her regarding any doubts I've had, she's always been so supportive, and right now she's also into content creation, so makes me very happy to see her shine as well. I think pageant preparation is definitely time consuming. If you work on your body, you have to work on your grooming, you have to work on yourself, you have to work on your mindset, question, answer, so many things. But I think probably when you like something so much, you will find time to do it. That's what it was for me. Even though I had work on all days, I would still come back home and make sure I take out some time to either read something, to watch a podcast, to make sure I prepare myself mentally as well. Because at the end of the day, I enjoy pageant preparation so much. For me, the preparation side is the most enjoyable side as well. Like when I'm putting on my heels and walking it, or when I'm putting on my outfits and trying them, or when I'm figuring out what to wear and things like that. I think that's like a hobby for me. So I don't really feel like it's a lot of pressure either. For me, Miss Queen of India is definitely a pageant that has given me an opportunity. It has given me a crown and given me so many other opportunities as well. I've always wanted to speak out my journey and speak out what I truly believe in. And right now, I'm getting that opportunity to do that. So I would definitely promote Miss Queen of India through my grooming sessions that I conduct as a groomer, through my YouTube, through my social media channels. And at the same time, everywhere I go, I'd probably be known as Miss Queen of India for this 1 year. So I really want to show up as a good queen, as somebody who really people can look up to. And through that, I want so many people to come into this pageant and experience the same that I went through. Just be the same. Just don't focus too much on what others are doing. You're doing good. This time you've been detached and you're not really focused on a lot. You're having fun. Keep going. That's what you need to do. To me, I think pageantry in essence is all about empowering people and giving them a platform, a stage to perform. And a lot of pageants are there these days. I mean, I see like 10 pageants in my feed itself. And it's so sad that there are a lot of pageants who take hefty amounts in terms of grooming fee and then give them the basic facilities and amenities. Sometimes they don't even give you a proper crown or a sash. Forget about a good stay and a good production. I feel like Pegasus has been a legacy. They've been the first pioneers to bring in pageants like Miss South India and Miss Queen of India to the state. And I'm so proud that we have people from Kerala who have really built this ultra huge business platform for so many women to follow. And I think that's the beautiful aspect of it. What really differentiates Pegasus is the kind of treatment they give, the fact that they don't even charge one single rupee. And I keep saying that because it is so important for people to realize why this pageant is so precious and why you need to be a part of this. I think pageants have always been challenging, especially because they're competition. So at the end of the day, you don't know whether you're going to win or not. You don't know if your efforts will ever come into fruition. And that is why it's challenging at the same time, because you're put into a group of amazing young women, beautiful, smart, achieving women. And then you're asked to be yourself and be the most confident version. I think that's a drill in itself. It's like training, army training, where you're just, training to be a better version of yourself. And that is why for me the most challenging part was just to keep my mindset in the right place, because a lot of times you can see yourself wavering into comparison, into thoughts that don't really favor or cater to your success. And I think that was my biggest challenge. And what I did was, whenever I found myself comparing myself or thinking about, oh my god, I'm not going to make it, I would just bring myself back to feeling that, I just need to take it one day at a time. I just need to focus on today. Today, let's get done with the photo shoots, with the grooming, and then let's think about the finale later on when it's actually there. So even during the finale, usually when I'm at pageants, I'm constantly thinking about the result. But this time I was like, okay, we have the first round, let's focus on that. Then the second round, let's focus on that. So I think focusing on the present is a way I bring back myself to overcome these challenges. Pageantry can be very alluring. And as somebody who came in at the age of 18, I think I just figured out my way through this. See, understanding what you really want to do with this title is very important because in today's day and age, I hear so many young women coming and telling me, I want to be an inspiration. But are you really ready to put in the work to be an inspiration? Or what are you going to do to become that inspiration? What sort of work do you actually put on an everyday basis? You know, because today it's all about promoting yourself and putting yourself out there and being authentic and real because it's the era of social media. So, anybody can be famous. You don't need to win a pageant to be famous. But what exactly do you want out of this is very, very important. So, have your clear goals, have your ideas clear, and come in with the right intention. Don't come in for the crown because the crown is definitely going to be on your head. To me, as a young girl, I've always been very, attached or attracted to culturals. I would be like singing, dancing, reciting poems, talking, speaking, and doing all of these things. And so I somewhere felt like I was looking for a platform that would amalgamate all of this together. So, funnily enough, when somebody would ask me, what do I want to become when you grow up? I just didn't have one answer. I wanted to become everything at once. And pageantry is that one platform that brings in a lot of interests of mine together. I love fashion. I love ramp walk. I love glamour side of things. I love putting on makeup. I love getting ready. I love crowns, sashes, glamour, glitz. I love all of this. And I also love speaking my heart out. I think that's something I've realized quite later in my life that I genuinely enjoy speaking. Even now, I'm enjoying sharing my thoughts. And so, this is one platform that brought together all of my interests. And that is why I think pageantry really attracted me. And I'm so, so grateful that it was my calling. I love such questions because, I'm somebody who always thought planning out your life was so important, but my life has never gone according to plan. I think 5 years from now, I really see myself in a place where I'm a pageant groomer. I'm grooming girls. I have an own academy called Set the Stage. I really want it to grow to not just limited to pageants, but I really want it to grow into a platform where women can come in. They can learn to communicate. They can learn to be better and confident versions of themselves. I also want to be hosting a podcast because I love speaking. I hope you can make that out by now. I also want to be, judging pageants and I mean involved in pageants in some way or the other. At the same time, personally, I want to be a calm person. I really want to find my spiritual side and be as comfortable in front of the camera and really enjoy doing because I imagine waking up 5 years from now and really being excited for the day I have ahead. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Alcazar watches, luxury you can wear.
DQ, a luxury redefined brand.